Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy, it's your homie, it's Wyatt, and I'm coming back at you with a build video this time. This is going to be a PvP build for the Flames of Ambition patch. Now this is going to be a stam sword build, and we're going to be a two-handed bow setup. And this is a straight up blast cannon. This doesn't have very much survivability. I mean, you can survive with it, but it's going to be a lot of active defenses, such as trying to block at the right time and roll dodging, and this is a build that works both in cyrodiil currently, as it doesn't have any proc sets, and it also works in battlegrounds. I've been running this in battlegrounds a lot in cyrodiil, and it works good in both of them. Now this isn't going to be a 1vxing build because I don't do 1vx's, so I prefer not to make builds like that. This is more of a skirmisher build where you try and pick off people that are laying on the outskirts of their battle, and you can fight outnumbered if you're good at line of sighting, but don't think that you're going to be standing out in the middle of an open field and not healing people, because that isn't the purpose of this build. Alright, now that I got the right item sets on, we are running with 14.5k magicka, 28,000 health, and 34,000 stamina, and that's unbuffed. Well, that's running with our food buff on, but and then our recoveries are 867 magicka, 588 health, 1500 stamina. Now the stamina recovery will go up depending with our two-hander passives, our potion, and that's about it. But and then we also run with Arctis, so that also helps with that. Now our weapon damage is at 5090 unbuffed, but let's go ahead and buff up real fast with the rally. And that goes up to 5,960. Now this is also, we still also have our weapon damage enchant on our back bar that we can proc off, which also gets more damage, so this is running about 6.5k damage. With all that growing off, I can't really show that right now because I don't have anything to proc it with, but we also have quite a bit of physical penetration, rocking at 8k physical penetration, and our spell resistance and physical resistances are both at 12.5k. And now we're going to be rocking in, and I'm going to be showing you what food we're actually using. So we are running with the warrior mundus stone, I almost forgot to mention that. And we are running dubious Comoran thrones for our food. Now you can run the blue sulfurous food, but I prefer, that gives you more stamina and more stamina sustain, but you're also not going to be getting the health, which I feel having the extra health is more important in PvP here, because we're already, with our resistances, our health is in an okay spot, but our resistances are really low here. So that's an issue there. Now let's jump into our item sets, and we are running one piece Velodrith and one piece Balorgs. Now you want to be optimally, you want to be running 5 medium and 2 heavy to get the extra health, and since we are running shackle breakers, you can do that pretty easily. Since that's crafted, you can craft whatever pieces. But let's get into this. So for our helmet, we would want to have infused here, but I'm lazy and don't want to change this, and you would want to have this as impend, but again, I'm lazy. And you want health enchants on both of these. Now for our chest plate, we're running medium shackle breakers infused with a health enchant, medium impend with a stamina enchant, impend stamina enchant, infused stamina enchant, impenetrable stamina enchant. Alright, and that's our body pieces here. And now we're going to be running down with Spriggans in our jewelry and weapons. Now you can also run a Spriggan's bow here, but we don't really, at this point, the bow really does not matter what set it is, because we just need it to be infused, and we need it to have a weapon damage enchant. So whatever you got there, that's fine, because we don't really use the bow to do any damage. And here we are running for our two-hander, we are running with the sharpened trait, but you can also have this Nerdhound, and we have a disease damage enchant, but you could also have poison damage. It depends on what you want to try and do. I prefer disease to sometimes get that minor defile on people. Now we're all running completely infused and weapon damage enchants on our jewelry. And that's about it for that. Now, the thing is you can actually run your Spriggans if you don't have the jewelry, or depending on whatever you want, you could actually run Spriggans as your body pieces. It doesn't really matter since you can, it's medium. But now we're going to be jumping into the ability bar setup. Now you're going to be running with reverse slice, but you could also change this to executioner if you want to have more single target execute. Dizzying swing. You could also use crystal weapons if you prefer that, but I much more prefer dizzying swing as my spammable here to get some sort of stun off. It's kind of hard in cyrodiil though, so I understand. Bound armaments just for the extra passives onto this. You could also activate it too to get some damage if you want to. Resolving vigor, rally, and we're going to run with the two-hander ultimate berserker rage. And now for our back bar, we're going to be running poison injection, all of lightning. You could also change this to streak if you want to have the stun rather than the projectile absorption. Dark deal, elude, and hurricane. And then we just have the greater storm actronaut here just to get the passives from the Daedric summoning on our back bar too. And for our potions, these ones are going to kill you. But, you know, they're going to be running up your cost of running this build. But we're running with those trash stand potions, the essence of stamina. Now, of course, you could also run tri-stat potions here. You could run weapon crit damage here, too. It really does not matter. I am just cheap as hell, and these potions work perfectly for what I do. So, these are fine to run. So now I kind of want to go over the playstyle of this. This is a very active, high damage setup. You're not going to be sitting out in the open trying to fight people. You're going to be wanting to line of sight, play around corners, zap in, hit them hard, kill them, burst them down, hit them with dizzying swing, hit them with your two-hander ult, and get out. You don't want to be standing there because you will, with the way this is set up, with how low our resistances are, you will take a lot of damage if you try to fight people out in the open, and you will probably get killed. I'm going to be showing some gameplay footage here in battlegrounds where proc sets are enabled, so you can see that this does work in proc sets. So I'm hoping that means that when the next chapter launches, that it's still going to be a viable build, because from my knowledge, this build is not going to be getting changed according to the PTS. And the viability of this build really depends on how the scaling for proc sets is going to be next patch. So keep that in mind, that right now it works. Next patch, it should still work, but depending on how good proc sets are next patch, this might not work as well. Alright guys, now enjoy the gameplay coming up, and make sure you stay tuned and you subscribe.
Watching. Rage on that beat, going crazy. Rage on that beat, going crazy. Rage on that beat, going crazy. going crazy. Rage on that beat, going crazy.